She's such a cool customer, though.
A little while ago, it's mostly stopped for the moment, but this was Pace's second at the 13th, looking for another birdie at this par 4. Beautiful approach, set it up, and Pace has gotten it to 6 under. So this made even more challenging today, Morgan. 214-yard par 3.
Very, very heavy air right now. This whole location's accessible, though, today on 16. There's a big backstop, but Leanne not able to carry that bunker.
Needs to carry it at least 25 yards or so. Yeah,
really
something
nice.
like that'll do.
Yep. At 16.
Just a bit softer out here.
17.
Second for Pace.
Yeah, after a good drive, really no issue clearing that Sahara.
Yeah, that's in good position now in the fairway. Got to find the fairway.
Her first tournament as a professional, out to 17.
Third shot for Pace.
That's a gap wedge, Tom. One of the few shots that plays a little bit uphill out here.
Yeah, and has given herself a chance to get it to 7 under par.
Just doing downhill putt for birdie.
Wow, that moved a lot, Kay.
It sure did. She's talked about playing for the middle of the green, playing to keep the ball underneath the hole, and although that wedge shot in was nice looking, it left her a very tricky downhill sliding putt. And these greens are challenging.
Leanne Pace has a lot of experience away from the U.S. 11 wins on the ladies' European tour. She's been to the top of their money list, and 1 win on the LPGA Tour, which came back in 2014 in China.
At Baltusrol. This one a little more reachable, Morgan, as long as you get your tee shot on the fairway, get the water on the left.
You could see just how much moisture there was there with Leanne slipping, putting her driver down on the ground, but that is in prime position.
And now Leanne Pace with her second at the par 5. 18.
Yes, yesterday able to get on this par 5 and two putt for birdie, but they moved the tee back today, and with this weather, just a little bit not knowing how it's going to come out. Yeah, a lot of water. You can see the water splash off the face.
Making the turn, the leader, Leanne Pace. Toughest hole on the golf course, Kay.
Yeah, and it starts with a good drive, and she nailed that one right down the middle.
Yeah, there's danger lurking around that hole. There's a penalty area that kind of sneaks in on the right. Bunkers there as well, but that one coming down from the sort of lowest part of the fairway here, Kay, up to a green at the first.
Yeah, it's difficult visually because you can't see the full green. Leanne with a 4 hybrid in hand, 171 to the front. She's kept a simple game plan, just trying to hit the middle of the greens.
And that's exactly what she did there. Oh, got unlucky to just chase through. That was a really nice shot.
It's phenomenal. And, you know, she hasn't hit all the greens, so her scrambling has been amazing.
That was spectacular.
Some of your best work is done on the river, though, is what I hear.
We did venture onto the Rogue River last week during the Maya LPGA Classic.
Maybe more of a mental error than anything.
Here's the second. Leanne Pace for birdie.
Yeah, missed this green, but missed it in a good spot. That was like a 50-footer.
And back at the second to stay bogey-free, Leanne Pace indeed stays at 6 under, 3 clear.
Leanne Pace, second shot.
Beautiful drive, the only one in this threesome to hit the fairway. 6-iron again into this hole. She had it on the last hole as well, because she's kind of been hitting a little bit of a low, thin shot, but getting away with it. And now where she lands it is going to have a lot to do with the result. Now that was a good line, obviously, but it sort of starts moving away once you get to the hole.
KPMG Women's PGA Championship. And that is going to be the first bogey of the week for Leanne Pace. She's going to fall back to 5 under par, but still a terrific job that she has done.
It was just a matter of time before
Yeah.
she was going to get that first bogey and get it out of the way.
More to the left. Let's go to 4.
Leanne Pace, again, just 136 at this par 3 over the water.
Safe play is left of the flag, but obviously going at it with that 8-iron.
Coming into this hole, Kay, just 6 of 12 greens in regulation today.
It really fits her game. She's an accurate driver, accurate with irons, and her putter has come alive this week.
She's talked about feeling really comfortable on these greens. Oh, that would have been a phenomenal bounce back.
Tee shot at 5 for Leanne Pace.
Without a helping wind, you really have to hammer this to ensure clearing those bunkers, and she did. That was a beauty.
Man, that's a lot of power there to get it.
Going with an 8-iron. Uphill, oh, she's pushed this out to the right.
Maybe in the bunker, is it? Right on the edge.
Yeah, now it's a big mistake with a short iron in your hand.
She's got the face laid way open. Tough to judge when the very top layer of sand is quite wet, but chunked it.
Yeah, if that had carried one more foot, she might have gotten away with it. A lot of golf in a short period of time.
It's going to be a shot dropped, and she will stay at the top of the leaderboard but move into a tie with Shiyu Lin.
Adversity, which you go through sooner or later at a major championship.
Hopefully relying on her steady driving.
And that fairway looks much wider from the tee than it actually is. Everything slopes left to right. It's blind where, oh, she ends up in a divot. I can sometimes play the ball a little bit further back in your stance, hit a punt shot.
Yeah, that was well struck.
And you could see her shake out her right hand wrist after that.
Said, actually, I think it's been a blessing in disguise missing that. Most people wouldn't see it as that, but she's really learned to win at the professional level and has a good attitude about it.
That's glass half full attitude, no doubt. That's golf, right?
Yep, those help.
Yep, nice save.
She's just such a cool customer, though. She doesn't really look, in her body language, doesn't look.
Now on the tee here at the 7th for Leanne Pace.
Yeah, trying to use her fade well, but not this time. She's pushed it. Didn't birdie this hole yesterday. Would certainly like to get back at it today.
Easiest hole on the golf course.
You can predict cut lines like you can predict the weather.
That's right, and you know how good my prediction on the weather has been this week. Now Leanne Pace just knocking into safety there, Kay.
Yeah, smartly avoiding the bunkers on the right and the left and truly laying up. That's a 9-iron, which seems like plenty of club.
She's still motioning with her left wrist there, Kay.
Everything feeds from back right to front left on the screen. Drove it down the left-hand side. Good angle to this back right hole location. Going with the 9-iron again, which should be ideal. Definitely don't want to go long.
Should set up nicely to her eye, Kay.
Yeah, trying to just gently fade it in there.
She just misses the ridge. That's going to be a tricky putt up and over. A little bit of a mogul here on the 8th green.
Over at the 8th, this is Pace coming up and over the hill for birdie.
You know, Morgan, you called it, having to deal with that swell.
This is Pace for par over at the 8th. And able to save another one.
All right, Leanne. Keep going, keep going.
That what it looks like out there?
It's definitely cooled back down, and there is some heaviness. This going left. I think she's probably going to be pretty happy to be finishing this round soon.
As we get you back out to the co-leader at the 9th.
Yeah, a moment ago from the bunker.
Really tough shot from a deep bunker with no green to work with.
And the par putt here for the leader, co-leader Pace.
Overall, pretty level putt, right to left break.
Well, she's let a few shots go on this second 9. That's going to be her 3rd bogey of the 9, and Leanne Pace falls back to 3 under par. But you've got to give her credit for 2 days of golf.